All right, class, what's happening? It's Mr. Jones back with you. Gonna go ahead and walk through this real quick and give you a quick tutorial on what to do with the Soundtrap. Gonna be doing some quick chords, not chords, sorry, scale. Chords are coming. All right, you're already inside Soundtrap. You've already followed the instructions up to this point. I'm gonna go ahead and go to add a new track. I'm gonna make sure you're following the instructions best of your ability. So make sure you follow me, even with the instruments that we have. So go to keys, right here, picture the piano, click it. Now you got your piano that pulls up right here. All right, we're not gonna go with the regular piano sound. We're gonna find something different. Double click anywhere inside the box that does not have any words. Okay. For today, so we can make sure that you actually have a little checklist of what you want to, where we're going. See if I can find it. Okay. For today, we are in keys. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to be inside other. We're going to play zither, this sound. All right, we're going to rock with that. Let's double click it. So once again, we're using the instrument zither. We are going to be making the B flat concert scale inside of Soundtrap. I'm going to create that. Very simple, but you're going to use these building blocks and the knowledge to get better with it. Scales turn into chords. We can actually start using bass lines before you know it. You'll be having a full song. You'll be able to actually compose music on your own. All right, so let's go to piano roll. So click piano roll. This comes up. Okay. What I want to do is I see the C3 right here. What I want to do is go a little bit below C3 and I want to start on B flat. This is the B flat right here. I'm going to go ahead and click that. See how this note comes up? All right, so we're going to go ahead and start here. This is B flat. In order to see this a little better, I'm going to click the little zoom button to move in. My camera might be in the way of this, but it is in the lower right hand corner. And it's like a picture of a magnifying glass with a plus sign in it. So we've already put together the scale. And if not, ask me and I'll help you get it. But the notes are B flat. So we're in B flat. We're going to move up to C. Okay. Gonna move up to D. E flat. F. G. A. And B flat. Okay. While we're at it, we're going to go ahead and make this scale descend as well. I'm going to make the scale go down, basically, ascending and descending. I'm going to hit the same note twice. Very important, hit the same note twice. So this is a different note. This is one note. Clicked it again, all right? Now we're going down. Down to A, G, F, E flat, D, C, B flat. If you're a math person, you realize that this is pretty much symmetrical on both sides. It is a mirror image. They're both meeting at the top. It's almost like a little pyramid, okay? If it doesn't match, then you probably did something wrong. You got to go back, recheck, and make sure it's done correctly. All right. We're gonna check it against what we're doing. So like, if I can move this out the way, I'm gonna hit the X. Just move it out the way for a second. As you can see, the drums that we created is too small. it's not going to cover the full amount of what we did with the zither, or the sound that we were making. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this cursor out. I'm going to also move this out, this little loop, a little loop belt. I'm going to move that out as well. So I move the cursor out and the loop belt out. And I put my loop on. That's a little semicircle right there. Click that, put your loop on. And just to show you what I mean, that the drums are not big enough to really cover the full scale that we did, I'll let you hear it so you know what I mean when I say that. See that? So really the drums only cover 50% of what we did. It's only half of what we did. Now, could I go in and click all these drums and put in a whole nother drum part? I could, and you could too. For time's sake, what we're going to do is copy and paste this drum loop. We're going to copy and paste it to make it larger so it can fill the other 50% of the uncovered scale. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click my loop right here, right click it. Okay, I'm going to hit copy. The biggest thing with Soundtrap is to make sure that this purple cursor right here, see if I can get this purple cursor to move. There it is. This purple cursor right here is extremely important when it comes to copying and pasting things. If you copy and paste something, this cursor has to be exactly where you want it to be dropped at. Okay, if it's off for a little bit, then it's going to mess it up. You got to undo and then do it again. Undo is a very important tool. Undo is Control and Z. That's to undo something. It's Control and Z. You can always undo something. It always comes in handy. Okay, but moving on. We've already copied it. Right click, hit copy. Our cursor is in the right spot because it's going to drop this extra drum beat right here. It's going to drop this loop right here. So we're going to right click and we're going to hit paste. And it dropped it. This is the same drum part twice. Now I have enough drums to cover what my scale did. Let's check it and make sure it's right. All right. Once you've done that, just come, raise your hand. Let me know. I'll come check it and I'll give you your next steps. Okay? All right. Happy creating.